All right, well, welcome back to another episode of the Route 1042 podcast. I'm Ryan. This is Chris. And, well, I think this is going to be a really good episode because we get to ask each other some questions and to get to know each other. Well, we know each other pretty well.
Fairly well.
But you don't know me. You don't know this guy. And you're like, who's that handsome guy and who's with Chris? I'm like, So we're going to be asking each other some questions, and I hope you find it. I think it's going to be interesting. First of all, because I asked my wife about this. I said that what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just need some questions, And she's like, what's your favorite hobby or what's your favorite color and things like that. Like, no, nobody cares about that. I don't care about your color, By the way, mine's green.
I like black.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see it in your eyes. Like you're a black guy.
I'm a dark person.
You are a dark person. Now, you're pretty pale for yourself.
I am a little pale, but summer comes, I'll get a little darker.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I tan.
If I do very well.
Yeah. Oh. Do you put stuff on? Like, you have?
No.
You're not like, at least that you're not like medically hindered pale.
No.
Yeah, some people like my sister, her children are transparent.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Or translucent.
Translucent.
Is that when they glow?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. Translucent.
Yeah, loose means to illuminate.
Yeah, there you go.
Transluminate.
I'm bad with words.
Anyways, you can see they're just very pale.
Yeah.
Very pale. And so when they go to the beach or go outside, it's like, they have to cover themselves.
They're reflective almost.
Oh, yeah. I have to wear sunglasses around them.
Yeah. I think my own kids are that way a little bit. I think as I let them play outside more, it's not as bad. But like right now, the three youngest, they're pretty pale.
Yeah. Especially
my daughter. She never sees the light of day.
No, I don't think she knows the outside.
Well, she just turned 2 in December, so really she wasn't, mobile enough before then to be playing outside so much.
Mm-hmm.
And we were, during that, her, 12 to 18 months age anyway, we were transitioning, moving to a new place and stuff like that, so.
Yeah, keep her inside.
Yeah, it was just easier.
At this point, you might as well just not let her outside,
Well, we let her outside earlier this week, and she just became just a snot faucet. Oh. I don't know if it was allergies or something.
Yeah,
but
that's gross.
She enjoyed being outside. She was playing with rocks. She knew what to do.
She just was in her natural habitat.
Picking up sticks, playing with rocks.
Yeah. Did she come in with like red cheeks and all that stuff?
No, just a runny nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's people who have those red cheeks. Have you ever met those people?
Yeah, rosacea.
Well, no. Well, I have a little bit of rosacea.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Have you noticed?
No.
I'm not always blushing. Sometimes I blush. I'm not blushing now. But I do have a little bit of rosacea.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like when the kids get like I see like teen or young adults when they get like super hot.
Oh yeah,
like
chance is really bad.
They get like crazy red right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's like what's going on? Something's happening here.
Yeah.
Like all the blood is just here.
Yep.
I don't know if it's blood or not.
I don't know.
But it's gross. I think it's gross.
Yeah.
I've always, when I was a teen in the youth group, we had this one kid. Maybe there's two of them. I don't know. But I remember seeing them and be like, what's going on with their face? I was like, is he running without breathing?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I was just, we were always, I've always viewed myself as superior.
Oh.
So.
I could see that.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. But, okay, well, good. I'm glad your children are doing fine.
Yeah, they're doing just fine.
Yeah. Lila's pale. Lila,
I would say of your three, she's probably the palest.
They have 3 shades of children. They're all very different, which kind of bothers me. No, yes, yeah. So Lila's the paler one. Jules will get dark. She
Yeah.
will, yeah. But then Ella is Polynesian, so she's a island girl.
Yeah.
And but yeah, they all do pretty well. Ella or Lila we have to be a little more mindful.
Yeah. With some
She's low on the melanin.
melanin. Yeah.
Melanin, not melatonin.
Well, no, that's a sleep aid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's pretty high on that. Yeah.
She does well with her sleep.
No, she actually she lies every
Oh.
day.
Okay.
Every day she'll lie. I'll say, she had a good sleep, And I'll say, hey, did you have a good sleep? I didn't sleep at all. Total lie. Totally a lie.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she just doesn't remember,
Yeah.
or she's just really diving into her sin every day.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah. It was last night was rough. Well, it was this morning. Our power cut out at 4 a.m.
The whole house,
Was the whole neighborhood.
whole neighborhood.
Yeah, the whole town.
Ladoga's dark.
It was. Yeah, so it's we sleep with a box fan running.
Oh yeah, you have
And,
to.
Yeah, cannot be silent.
What are you, a vampire? If you're not sleeping with the fan, you're just a corpse. Just,
Right. So, instantly wake up because the fan stops.
yeah.
And
Everybody wake up, or
everybody did.
everybody?
Well, so, it cuts out, wake up, and we're laying there like, all right, get ready for it. Chance starts screaming,
Oh,
bawling his head off because his fan stopped working
yeah.
and he couldn't turn a light on.
Oh, yeah.
And then because he's screaming, Chase woke up.
Yeah.
And so he's screaming and he's, can't see, it's dark. And
Are they still up in their
Yeah,
bunks?
yeah.
Because their bunks are 10,
Yeah.
15 feet high.
right. Well, they eventually come down the hall
Yeah.
and because they're screaming and loud, Bailey wakes up.
Sure.
But she woke up anyway because her fan cut out. Because each of my kids have a fan of their own.
Oh, so you've trained them.
I have.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it's probably the worst thing we could have done for them.
Yeah. Oh, we agree. Yeah.
But anyway, so they all wake up. So we bring them in our room and we turn on apps on our phone that simulate noise.
The white noise?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
And that kind of helps. But of course, it's warm up there and there's no moving air. So it's uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And so anyway, we have flashlight on the phone, noise going on the phone so they can sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's funny because Bailey was just sitting there and she really wasn't going back to sleep. And she says, I want to go to my bed.
Yeah.
And so because we have no power, we have no internet.
Mm-hmm.
And in my house, cell service is trash.
Right. Right.
So I got a little bit of service and I was able to download a fan app on my phone, turn the light on, place it in her room. She went to sleep.
Nice.
So that was good. And then power came on about around 6. Instantly comfortable because the fan was running again.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Yeah. And, but yeah, so, and that was my middle of the night.
That's awful.
It was so miserable.
I hope and pray that the electric never goes out in America,
Yeah.
because my heart's going to go to you, directly to you.
Yeah.
Be like, if that EMP just blasts and all the electronics are gone, and the whole grid is just off, Tiffany's going to freak out and she's going to be like, what are you doing praying? I'm like, I'm on my knees for Chris right now.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be bad in their household
It was
for a little while.
It was bad.
Yeah. I think about that often, when the grid goes, like when we're just toast.
Yeah. Because it's not an if, it's definitely a win, I think.
It sure is a win.
Yeah.
And I'm not prepared.
No.
Obviously, we're in the same boat
Well,
here.
I did have, and I need to get a new one apparently, because I have battery backups for my computers so that they don't get hit with a power surge.
Oh.
And so they have batteries built into those power strips. And
Okay.
so it doesn't kill my stuff.
So when the EMP goes off,
Yeah. It'll probably still kill it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it would protect it against an EMP.
Oh, well.
But there would be a battery. But anyway, so I was trying to get my fan hooked up to the battery backup, and it, like I said, I need to get a new one because it wasn't working.
Yeah. I need to get a generator and some kerosene and solar panels and a bow and arrow.
I have a toy bow and arrow that the kids have.
You can't kill anything with that except time.
Right.
How are we going to spend our days without any electricity? I don't play with a stupid toy.
Right.
No, but like when Tim Klebkorn, when he was here, I was like, oh my gosh, I need a bow and arrow now. And while he was speaking, I was shopping for.
Well, that's irresponsible. You should have been listening.
I was very concerned that my family would die.
Oh, yeah.
If I didn't have a bow and arrow. They would already die even if I had a bow and arrow because I never shot one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be a whole process in order for me to be able to provide for my family.
Yeah.
And I'm just like.
So it sounds like we just need to go out and get compound bows together and then just shoot at your house. Right?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, not a compound. I don't want a compound bow.
Well, what's wrong with a compound bow?
I can't. It's too hard.
Why?
The strength.
What are you, a child?
I have little arms, but yeah, you have to be pretty stout.
Yeah.
You can have one.
Yeah.
I want like a long bow. Like Robin Hood.
Are you an elf? Are you like from Lord of the Rings shooting longbows?
Okay, first of all, Legolas is probably the greatest character.
This is true.
Okay.
This is true.
Nobody's like, oh dear, Legolas is here. Everyone's
Right.
like, oh yeah, Legolas is here.
Right.
You know, taking down. Okay, what's the one with the elephants?
The elephants?
Yeah, those war elephants.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. They have the tusks. Well, I know what an elephant is. But
Well, yeah, I mean, I know what an elephant is too. Are you referring to a movie?
yeah, like yeah. When Legolas kills the elephant.
I don't know. I don't know which one that is.
Lord of the Rings.
Obviously.
Curse of the that's Curse. Twin Towers? No, that's 9/11.
The two towers?
The two towers. Yeah, there's a two towers. The Twin Towers, not the Twin Towers. That was a national tragedy.
Oh my.
Yeah, and that was not entertaining.
No. I was a freshman in high school.
I was 10. I was 10.
Yeah, I was in typing class when it started going on. They had it up on the TV. I don't think it was that long ago. I had computers.
Teacher.
Right.
May I get more paper?
I was in typing class, and they had it on the TV, and then finally they turned the TV off because it was distracting.
Yeah, because when you see people fall from the building,
Right.
yeah, hard to type after that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Wiping away tears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea what was going on. Our church did get a big attendance the next couple months afterwards. It was like this big rallying around, and we need to, people are like, oh man, we don't know what's going to happen next. Get right with God.
Yeah.
And then they all left because everything's back to normal. But yeah, 9/11 was terrible.
Oh, for sure.
But the movie, not 9/11 movie, but Lord of the Rings.
Yes. Two Towers.
The Two Towers. It's a good movie.
Rabbit
The
Trail.
Twin Towers, that's a horrible tragedy. A lot
Yes.
of people died, and it was awful. I guess there were some people who died in the movie Two Towers. An elephant died.
A lot of orcs died.
Yeah, they're not people, though.
Oh, okay.
Did you ever see that voiceover that somebody did with orcs if they talked with normal voices?
Yeah, I probably have.
It's the best thing on the internet.
Yeah.
Best thing. You have to find it. You need to look it up. Okay, well, I'm here to ask you questions, Chris.
Oh, boy.
Because the people who have hung in thus far
Yeah, a bunch of nonsense up to this point.
are eager to get to know you better. So I'm going to start out things softly.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Sweets or salty?
Sweets.
What's your go-to sweet? Right now, if you could say, I'm out of here, I'm going to go get a sweet.
I'd be probably the chocolate chip cookie.
We have chocolate chip cookies here. The soft ones.
I do prefer a softer chocolate chip cookie.
Do you have like a favorite chocolate chip cookie, like go-to brand? Because there's one superior, and I hope you say it.
Not a particular brand, I would say. I mean, I don't know.
Well, they're all
Are you talking
different.
about? Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, I guess if I had to go with like, you go to the store and you buy a pack of cookies, it would be the Chips Ahoy.
Very good.
Soft and chewy.
Okay, no.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
No.
What's it going to be?
The original.
No.
Yes, the original.
Nope.
If you're eating the soft and chewy, you should be old. An old person needs to be chewing on that.
Why?
Because soft and chewy. You need that crunch and the explosion of the crumbs and that flavor.
No, that's messy.
It's delicious.
I don't like messes.
Well, put the whole thing in your mouth. They're only like...
I know they've shrunk over time.
Yeah, they're very, very small now.
Yeah.
You can barely dunk them in anything.
Yeah, I don't really dunk my cookies.
You dunk your Oreos?
No. Nope.
Like, have you done it before, though? You've done it before, right?
Yeah.
And you thought, this is stupid.
More or less.
That's ridiculous.
Now, I again, I think it comes back to a messy thing, because what I will do is I'll take a bite of cookie and then I'll drink the milk.
Will you...
With the cookie in my mouth.
Are you going to shove it to the side and...
Yeah.
And just kind of swish around a little bit?
Sure.
Or you really swish, or do you
Not
immediately
really.
start chewing?
I usually just start chewing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really like swishing it around. That's weird.
Yeah, what's with
that'd make
the
more
mess?
milk.
What do you mean? What's with the mess? What mess are you making when you're dipping?
I don't know.
You
The potential dripping of milk and yeah, I don't know. I don't want it on my face and...
You're not a child, Chris. You should be able to handle basic motor skills of just a dip. And here's what you can do. Use a fork.
For what? Put it into the icing.
Slide it in there.
That's
full submersion.
That's too much work.
But yeah, you got to eat a cookie, drink, figure out how to mesh them all together.
Yeah, it works.
What if you put too much milk in?
No, there's a perfect ratio. It's just a sip.
Do you bite half the cookie or the whole cookie?
So I actually I'll twist it, and then half with the icing, half without. Sometimes I'll just eat the icing off and then just have the cookie.
You're doing life so wrong right now. My heart is broken. Okay. I don't mind that you break the cookie in half and eat. Are you licking the icing?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if I lick it. I would just, I guess peel it.
You peel the icing off?
Not with my hands.
What are you peeling it off with?
My tongue, I guess? I don't know.
What is this? What kind of... When you were eating snacks, is everyone just like, what is he doing?
I don't eat in front of a lot of people.
Yeah, I wouldn't either with habits like that. No, yeah.
Oh,
okay,
my.
You're free to peel apart the Oreo. You're free to lick it. Continually licking. That's fine. It's kind of gross still, but yeah, you need to be dipping it. Okay. You have a question for me, right?
Oh, maybe. Let's see here. You went with an easy one. Let's see if I got one here.
Give me a question.
I'm thinking.
You should have them right in front of you. Just read one.
Oh gosh. Okay, so what about what do you do to unwind after a long day?
Ooh, good question. It does depend on who's at the house.
Okay, that's fair.
And then it depends on the weather.
Okay.
If it's a nice day and there's people in the house, I immediately get on my tractor.
For what?
I don't care.
Oh.
I just get on it.
You just drive around the yard?
Yeah. I'll hook up the wagon, go pick up sticks, hook up the roller, roll around. I will just get on the tractor.
Okay.
Sometimes I can't wait to get home just to start it if I had a stressful day.
Okay.
So I love my tractor.
All right.
Okay.
Fair
so which I have plans to
You guys soup it up?
no.
Make it fast?
Which that would be cool. No, to get it like repainted and make it look like the original. But yeah, that is to me being outside.
Yeah.
Excuse me, a little burp there. Being outside on the tractor on a nice hot day. I'll put my earbuds in, listen to music, and when I'm on my property on my tractor, that to me is the best. Now, yeah, of course, if it's the winter and there's people in the house, it's very hard.
Okay.
Because we're all in there.
Yeah.
I'll get on my phone. I really enjoy drinking a cup of coffee and scrolling through my phone.
Okay.
That's super, like, sounds lazy now that I say it. And but
it's a pastime.
It's every now and again, my Instagram reels are just on point.
Okay.
Crazy funny.
Yeah.
Crazy funny. And those are the best times. Those are really
okay.
super. Yeah. And then if it's kind of bad weather but warm, I'll be in the garage.
Okay.
I'll pedal around.
Yeah.
I'll pedal around.
Pedal?
It's not like a body function. It's just I'll just start messing with stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I'll fix this or move that or build this or whatever it might be.
Okay.
I love doing that.
Fun. I guess. For you, it sounds fun.
It is. Yeah, it is. I could be on that tractor for a long time too. I tried to be on it during the winter. Stupid thing wouldn't start. It was too cold.
Yeah.
Too cold. But now, yeah, we got the wagon hooked up, and I've got piles of sticks that need to be picked up, and we'll burn them. And yeah. I mean, it's the best. Like, as soon as Saturday rolls around and it's bright and sunny, I'm out there.
Okay.
Immediately, I'm out there. Sometimes I'll do some exercises outside. Just breathe in that air.
All right.
It's crisp. So.
Well, there you go.
Yep. But I'm just trying to stay calm sometimes. Okay, here's a good question because we've been friends for about
3
days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's a question I thought would be very interesting for us to know. For me to know. And I think for the dynamic we have for other people. Okay. So if I were instantly paralyzed, like right now, would you consider carrying me for the rest of my life?
For the rest of your life?
Yeah. If I promised to not gain any more weight, because I'm pretty stout right now. I'm a unit.
Okay. Well, if you became paralyzed, and you wouldn't really be able to gain muscle mass, so
I would
you'd lose weight.
I might gain fat though, but I would promise.
Maybe.
I would promise though to not gain.
Yeah. So what I'm just like a caretaker and just carry you around whenever you need to go somewhere?
Yeah, basically. So my idea was maybe the relationship would be like Luke Skywalker and Yoda. You know when he was like on his back?
Yeah.
Like flipping around and stuff?
Right.
Just did his thing. I could be there.
It's an odd question.
I wouldn't talk a whole lot, but certainly I would say stuff every now and again.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know. I don't really know how to answer the question.
Well, it's either I feel like it's yes or no.
I mean, it is. I mean,
I guess you could sometimes carry. I mean, not like this.
Yeah. You're just
like I'm in a backpack.
You're just strapped to
like
my back.
Like a human-sized backpack. And I'm on your back. possibly my legs, my legs dangling, just just flopping.
Oh my.
Or I mean, if I'm paralyzed, you could just wrap those suckers up.
Right.
You could pin them anywhere.
Oh my.
No, but I really do need to know.
I mean, probably not.
Honestly,
I don't know about like for like every day for the rest of
what
your
was the
life.
question? Rest of my life or your life? My life.
Yeah, well, I'm dying first because I'm like older than you.
Well, plus you'll be carrying me, so that's
Right.
Yeah,
It's a lot more taxing on my body. Though I could become a lot stronger
possibly.
carrying another human around.
Right. I'm not surprised by your answer.
Yeah.
But I wish it was the other one.
Yeah, I imagine you would wish it was the other one.
Because there's no greater aspiration of mine than to fit in a human-sized backpack and to be carried.
Why do you want to be able to fit in a backpack?
Well, as soon as I saw Luke Skywalker and Yoda, I thought, first of all, what a relationship they have. What a dynamic.
Oh yeah.
You know, the mentor and the student, the apprentice and, the master, or whatever they call.
Yeah.
I thought that's where I want to be.
Okay.
Wherever I end up, I want to end up in a backpack. I don't care how.
That's awfully strange.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
All right.
I'll have to remember that next time I'm paralyzed.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Like, who do you want you to call? Well, don't call Chris.
Yeah.
Leave me to crawl around like a wounded dog.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Well, you couldn't crawl. You're paralyzed.
I have arms.
Well, you didn't specify. Are you paraplegic, quadriplegic? You didn't specify. You just
No
said
one
paralyzed.
without arms says I'm paralyzed. They're always like, I can't move my legs.
Well, that's not true.
Para, two, lies, not moving legs.
I don't think that. I don't know.
Para is two.
I understand.
Two.
I understand.
Lies. Lies is not truth, but my legs are not truthful. I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Fire away.
Okay. All right. So you mentioned, we'll kind of tie this in. You mentioned you like to drive around on the tractor, and you wear earbuds. What's your go-to music?
Oh, okay. So my go-to would be music that inspires me.
Okay.
And it has to inspire me vocally.
Okay.
So somebody who has a great sounding voice that I think, I like the way they sound because the way that they sound moves me.
Okay.
So the music is fine. I think whatever the style is or the instrument, whatever it is. But the way it's coming across means so much more to me.
Okay.
And so if I, like for many, many times, right after work, I get my phone ready to head out and I'll choose my music. I'll choose music that I want to sing to and sing with that is just moving me. So whether it's a good sounding choir, a good sounding male vocalist, a good sounding female vocalist, early 90s, early 2000s, something new. Mostly 9 times out of 10, it's in the gospel genre.
Okay.
But here recently, I've enjoyed this new album from Josh Turner.
Okay.
Which is really heavy. Do you know who Josh Turner is?
I've heard the name.
Yeah, great album. Great voice, too. Great voice. And so my music, it's pretty, it can be pretty wide at times. Sometimes I'll be in the mood for a classic rock song, or I'll be in the mood for a new country song. Not much into rap.
Yeah.
There's a few that I'll listen to as I work out. Even though I only listen to positive rap.
Sure.
None of this gun violence and you know, I don't want to be angry
No.
when I listen to music. I don't be like, oh, that was a good song, you know. No, so sometimes I'll listen to that. You know, if I'm at the gym, I've got a playlist that I go through, and I don't know what genre these guys are, but Oh, the Larceny, Valley of Wolves, what's another one? Oh, there's another one. It's kind of like a genre of just hype music.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I had to go to, yeah, it'd have to be something that I love the sound of it. I love the way that it was recorded. A good quality recording means a lot. And not everybody's the same.
Right.
There was one song that I listened to, and it was by a group, and it had a male vocalist as the lead, and he was at a solo part. And one of my favorite recordings, because it was just a good recording of the soloist. And so I used that particular track for when I hear different speakers, because I like, you know, sound systems and all that.
Yeah.
Because it's such a good recording, I can hear different nuances with different speakers and different speaker systems. So something that I particularly don't like in my truck, I may like it, you know, here with my speakers here or at the house or whatever we're jamming at. So
Okay.
that was a big answer.
That was.
Oh, if I start talking about sound,
yeah, I was gonna say you're a pretty big sound person.
oh man,
so
you
could talk for a long
I
time.
could go on for a very long time about it, because there's nothing better than being. I was talking to somebody about this, how for me, the impact is that the sound completely transports me to wherever it is. If I get it, if it's a good recording, if it's a great song on a great sound system, to me, it just transports me there.
Okay.
And I love feeling like I am there. I'm feeling that song. So just hearing a song through a sound system is insufficient, because everybody does that.
Yeah.
Whether it's a sound system in their car or at the gym or whatever it might be. But when you reach into trying to recreate that live performance, whether it's in a studio or on a stage, having that be translated through, you know, proper audio devices and speaker systems, it's such a passion of mine.
Sounds like it.
Oh man! So that recording that I use for different tracks. When I first bought my first pair of high quality speakers, I've heard the song before. I knew the song. I played the song and on a different system. But my first high quality speaker system, I had just a stereo setup, and I played that track, and I stood back and I listened to it like I never listened to it before, and I started crying.
Okay.
I started crying.
Well, music can move a person.
Oh.
A bunch.
Yeah. Even, I mean, this is a hymn that everybody knows, and it's been recorded, but that was the day that I knew that what I was feeling was something very, very special. Yeah. So when I consider what I'm listening to, I'm very critical about it. Okay. Because if it's not, even if it's a good song, like even if it's like an absolutely great song, if it's not done with a good quality, I'll skip right through it, and I'll skip and skip and skip until I hear something that is pleasant. Yeah. So. All right. Yeah. Like I could still go on.
If you have any questions about audio, this is your guy.
Oh man, yeah, and it's a problem because my Facebook Marketplace, like I save stuff. Yeah. I need thousands and thousands of dollars. Like I'm ready to buy stuff at any moment. Yeah. For no good reason whatsoever. I've even considered selling my trailer.
Oh wow. Why would you do that? You need that
to buy speakers. I mean, like so there's this pair. I can't. Okay. I got to get this out. So my go-to brand, like my base brand as like my like in a science experiment, you have a constant.
Uh-huh.
So my constant is Klipsch, which
Okay.
is a speaker brand, made in America and all that jazz. Very, very good. Very, very good. Really enjoy them. So I have like an idea of what good sounding speakers are. Well, with any brand, they'll take like a consumer lineup to where the everyday person can buy their stuff. But then they have a next level of speakers that are really meant for high fidelity audio listening experiences.
Okay.
And so I have 2 speakers. Collectively, they cost like, I think it was like $600. It's like $300 a piece, which is really on the lower scale.
All right.
Of high quality, but it was my entry level. Speakers that I want, they're $6,000 for the pair.
Wow.
Same, made by the same company.
Wow.
And I got to listen to those speakers once. I was in an audio store of some sort. I think it could have been somebody's house. And I could not believe what I was hearing. I could not believe it. It was the most amazing experience to hear those speakers and the way that they were oriented. It felt like the stage was just as wide as far as I could look left and right. It was amazing.
All right.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
I gotta stop. Oh, phew.
Yeah, if it produces sound, I'm usually fine with it.
Oh, and that's fine. Like, that's fine, you know? Okay, I'll stop.
All right.
I have to.
Right. Continue.
That was like a 15-minute...
That's okay.
All right. Here's an easy one. What's the top item? So I guess the most recent item. The top item in your Amazon cart. Yeah, pull up your Amazon. Go to your cart.
So, like, that I saved or that I've purchased or that's sitting there right now?
Yeah, it's just like sitting in your cart right now, waiting.
Well, it's nothing that I'm going to buy. It was actually something I was going to present to you as something for the teens.
Oh, what is it?
It's called a Easy Roller Drifter Pro X. I'll just pull it up here and show you.
Yeah. Ooh, what do you do with
I thought
these?
we could, if we had them, you could do like, so there's an actual video game out there called Rocket League.
Okay.
Where they have cars and then they have a ball and they play soccer.
Cars, a ball, and they play soccer.
Yeah,
okay.
Essentially.
Yeah.
And I thought that could be a fun game. So anyway, that's why that's in my cart. I meant to show it to you Wednesday and I forgot. But they're kind of salty.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what's in my cart right now.
That's nice.
As far as recent purchases, it's probably something.
Oh, that's the only thing in your cart.
Well, that's sitting there right now. But I have recent purchases. What did I recently purchase?
What was your most recent purchase?
So my recent purchase or what's just actually there?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, so right now what's sitting there recently purchased, it's actually being delivered today, are seeds.
Seeds?
Yeah, for peppers.
Pepper seeds?
Yeah.
What kind
grow.
of peppers?
They are like jalapeno, banana, let's see, what's this one? Mango, habanero, chili, spicy peppers.
Wow. Okay.
My wife's wanting to have a garden.
But you're going to stay away from the garden.
Yeah, because I'm afraid of it. No. Yeah,
Get that garden away. Yeah, okay.
Aside from that,
Good for you.
computer stuff is what I usually buy.
Oh, that's nice. That's way more interesting than mine. I have, okay, so me and Tiffany, we share an Amazon account.
Sure.
And so she puts stuff in the cart, and I have to move it to like the save for later portion. And it's a whole bunch of dresses. But I have this book in my cart that is $120.
Good grief. What's the book?
Oh, it is the book of books. Not greater than the Bible, but I would say possibly the second greatest book ever to be written.
Okay. My interest is piqued.
Well, get ready to go beyond the peak. It's called The Book. Period.
Sounds okay. Continue.
Well, there's a subtitle. The Ultimate Guide to Rebuilding a Civilization. Inspiration.
Sorry, continue.
What'd you say?
I said, oh my.
Inspirational science book for adults. Unique artifact. Knowledge encyclopedia with over. So that means they got to this number and like, we're done counting. It's over 400 pages of detailed and catchy illustrations. Okay, you're going to have to look at this.
For to build like a homestead?
No. Okay, if everything was gone.
Yeah.
Consider that.
Yeah, of course. It'll happen.
No, you can't. Think about it. Give it some time.
Right.
If you had nothing,
Sure.
your family, hold hand in hand, you're in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Yeah. You're like, how did we get here?
I don't know. We'd die.
Not with this book. If you had this book, you can rebuild.
But I have nothing in hand.
Okay, I'm gonna let you flip through this thing for a second. Okay? Because it's going to show you everything. Not everything. It's just going to give you like a little bit of a teaser. Look at that. It's going to show you how to build things. It's going to show you how to take care of things. How do you put things together?
That's cool.
It's very cool. When I saw, well, first I heard about the book, and then I was like, I have to have this book. Can you imagine me
Paying $120 for a book? No.
Okay, well, let's just book in one hand,
Yeah.
possibly my right hand,
Okay.
bow and arrow. I'm gonna rebuild civilization. Nothing's gonna stop me.
Okay.
I'm telling you, like this. I just feel like I need this book.
Sounds like it.
If I don't get it, I may be really upset about myself.
Okay. Then you just get it.
It's $120.
But it's $120.
But I could get it. It could be delivered today by 2, which is like in an hour and 45 minutes.
That's impressive.
Meaning it's somewhere here. And I could go find it
Right.
and just skim through it first.
That's impressive delivery time. To here or to your house?
To the house.
Oh, that's impressive.
So it's in the radius of a decent drive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's an Amazon fulfillment distribution center.
Distribution.
What, like 30 minutes from your house?
Up in
Up in Whitestown?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right where we used to live.
Right.
550.
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to walk in that field, and then they built a building. Yeah. Okay. Well, if I ever get that book, you're going to see me out there building stuff.
Okay.
You're like, is that a trebuchet? Like, yeah.
That'd be cool to have a trebuchet.
Yeah. Trebuchet?
That's a trebuchet.
Trebuchet.
But it's an E, not an I.
Trebuchet.
Trebuchet. Yeah.
Trebuchet.
Yeah.
I'm using the French pronunciation.
Well, I'm not French, so.
Well, let's choking on something.
Oh, goodness.
All right.
Okay, so we're talking about civilization, not, being around or not
Right.
necessarily around, but so, okay.
Dying.
So aside from the obvious weapons, medicine, things like that. In a zombie apocalypse,
Okay.
what's your first? And obviously food, because you have to have food and weapons and medicine. But
So I already have that.
yeah, we'll say yeah.
Do you know why? Do you know why I have that?
I don't know, because your book.
Because my book and the bow and arrow. Go ahead.
What would your comfort thing have to be?
What would bring me comfort in a zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
So what I would do, and I've thought this through,
Okay.
by the way, and I think
important.
everybody should think these things through. Don't let something like this surprise you and you have no plan. I have one plan, and I'm sure this plan, I'm very careful about sharing this because I don't want it to be everybody doing this. My first trip would be to Walmart
Okay.
to get a bike.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Okay. No fuel.
Yep.
Quiet. And, you could wagon and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Then I would use that to go, and I hate saying this. I would steal.
But in a society where it's just everything's, there is no society. Is it really stealing?
Well,
and
possibly.
did you purchase the bike? Did you steal the
Oh,
bike?
I would definitely leave some money. Yeah, right where I leave
Okay.
the bike. Yeah.
Okay, continue.
I just, oh, man, I have something in my throat. I would ride to an RV place where they
Okay.
sell RVs.
Yeah.
And I would take an RV.
Okay.
And then we would pack everything in that RV.
Mm-hmm.
And we would make sure that we have an enclosed trailer with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we would survive.
You really have thought this through.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't have
because,
ever thought of getting an RV.
well, you have to think of the bike first.
Yeah.
Okay, because everybody's going to be going to Walmart to gather supplies and guns and all that. Nobody's going for bikes.
Probably true.
So grab a bike, grab some extra tires and the air pump. All that stuff I can run in, run out. And because it's mostly in the back, all the doors will be open by then.
Yeah.
So I can get in the back, get in. I don't have to go through crowds and, risk being shot. And then with the RV, most of them already are going to be have some sort of fuel in them.
Yeah.
So my next challenge is, I've really thought this through, is how to maintain our fuel. So if there was anything that's going to, during a zombie apocalypse, to bring me comfort, it's going to be an RV.
Yeah.
Because our home is going to end up having to be a fortress.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have the supplies to keep it as a fortress.
Sure.
Neither do we have enough neighbors. So even if all of our neighbors got together, supplies will run out.
Yeah. Well, you get more people. It's
Right.
more people to feed.
So our plan, my plan, I haven't told Tiffany, is the camper. Is
Okay.
to go with the camper.
Well, she knows now if she watches.
Right. And then we would probably, obviously, family is priority for everybody.
Yeah.
Family's priority for everybody. So we would establish lines of communication. We would, probably while I'm at Walmart, pick up some walkie-talkies, something like that. And then however their setup is, they would be more than welcome to join because, there's certainly trust there, hopefully.
You would hope so.
Yeah. So, dude, I'm ready for that question.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah. I thought about this while Tim Cleghorn was speaking. These are the thoughts I'm having.
Okay.
So if you ever see me listening to somebody preaching, no.
He's not really listening.
I'm planning. But that's a very good question.
Yeah. Cool.
What's the longest you've ever gone without showering?
Oh,
Now, please.
as an adult or
Ooh.
as a teenager?
Well, whichever the longest is.
Probably a week.
A week?
Yeah.
Where were you?
It was probably during COVID, and I worked from home, and I didn't go anywhere. And I woke up, went to my desk, worked. Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah,
I was
don't.
really hearing like 2 days.
No. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't like.
Do you stink?
No, not
That's
usually.
Good. That's good.
I don't emit a bad body odor. At least I don't think I do. And my wife agrees. So
You apply deodorant, though.
obviously,
Oh, well, I thought showers
have to-
every day would be obvious.
why would you shower? You don't need to shower
Sorry.
every day.
Well, I mean, every 2 days, but a week?
Like I said, it was during COVID. Didn't do anything.
Hmm.
Didn't exercise. Didn't go out of the house. Yeah.
Oh, man. That's...
Yeah.
And so when you got in, we're like, oh, yeah, this does feel good.
Honestly, I actually hate the idea of having to take a shower.
Really?
Yeah, I would say if there's one thing that if I could just eliminate from my routine, it would be having to take a shower.
Wow.
I find it obnoxious.
You want to hear something crazy? I feel the same way about brushing my teeth.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
What do you mean you can see that? Like,
Well, I mean, as far as
that's a
that
little
being another
embarrassing.
thing.
You can see it. Like,
No,
are my teeth yellow?
no, they're not. I'm just saying I could see it as another option of things to not want to have to deal with.
Yeah, because I just had to sit there and just shake my hand.
Yeah.
And sometimes I walk around.
Oh yeah.
And I had to sing a song or something. Because if I don't hum a song, then it's just going to be like, and that's it. Insufficient.
Okay. Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be insufficient.
I do have toothpaste in my Amazon cart.
We went to Costco like a month ago and bought a big pack, so we're good for a while.
Oh, well, this particular, where is it at?
Is it recommended by 4 out of 5 dentists?
No,
I heard that those are false
it's called
claims.
most likely.
Yeah.
This was recommended by a modeling company.
You gonna take up modeling?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Marvis.
Okay. What's so special about that?
I don't know.
Okay.
If modeling companies use it, certainly.
Yeah.
This guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's probably the longest. Anymore,
Have you repeated that length of time since then?
No.
Okay,
No, it's
go.
anywhere from 2 to 3 days.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I try to go as
Now, if I'm like doing like physical labor, then I'll shower.
oh good. I hate going to bed like stinky.
Yeah. So we did some yard work on Monday. I cut down a rose bush. Actually, I uprooted a rose bush.
Oh. Like with your hands?
No, I used a shovel. It was really, really large actually, and so I chainsawed it, just real short.
Yep.
And then I used a shovel and dug it out. Those are some
nice.
tough roots.
Oh really?
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I did that, and we did some leaf raking in the backyard, picked up sticks, and then burned it all. So then I smelled like smoke, so I had to shower.
Oh yeah.
Because while I like the smell of burning campfire smokes and stuff,
Yeah.
I don't like it to be on me.
Right, especially in bed.
Yeah.
If we ever have like a campfire or something, I'll tell Tiffany, change your clothes.
Right.
Don't do this to me.
Yeah.
Because I'll go and shower.
Right.
But for women, it's so much more. Apparently. So she'll like, oh, just go into bed. And I was like, no, change your clothes. Change your clothes, you smoke-filled person. And that's what I'll say. I'll say that verbatim to her.
Yeah.
and she agrees to that. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You have another question?
Do I have another question? Oh my. The things you learn about people.
You know what I need to do is put these questions in chapters.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know how to do that.
I don't either.
Oh man.
I want to learn how to do more video editing.
Please come into this room and make this your office.
Make this my office. I had a slew of questions. I'm trying to find a good one here.
I think we have time. I think you have one question, and then I'll ask.
That'll be just fine. Just fine. What would be? So let's see. We've known each other for we figure about 3 years, 3 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
What would be your I guess your favorite or memorable experience that we've had together?
Oh. Favorite? I have a terrible memory.
I do too.
Favorite
but I thought I'd ask anyway.
Or memorable? Let me think here. Okay. Meeting you for the first time was certainly memorable.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Because Preacher was very excited. Very excited.
Yeah, I remember that.
On that Wednesday. Wednesday, or I think it was a Wednesday.
I think it was.
And because that was probably a month after I was here.
Yeah.
He was like, "This is Chris. He said he wants to help in the youth group." And I'm like, okay. I mean, because you were long hair Chris.
I was, yeah.
You were Superman hat wearing Chris.
Yep.
I don't think you wore glasses.
I probably was wearing glasses.
No facial hair.
No. Maybe a little something on my chin, but that's about it.
Yeah. And you smelled.
I did. It's because I wasn't showering for a week.
Cheeto fingers.
I don't eat Cheetos.
I was like, what is happening? What's going on? And in my overly positive and enthusiasm, I said, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
And I'm like walking away like, I don't know. We'll see. Don't know. But yeah, that was certainly memorable.
Yeah.
And then, let's see, we did all the teen rallies, the camps. Oh man, the events. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nothing in particular. I mean, we have a great time every time.
Seems we do, yeah.
We turn it into a great time.
Yeah. Well, you got to.
Yeah.
If you don't turn it into a great time, you have a miserable time.
Yeah. I tell people if I don't laugh, I cry.
Okay.
It's the way my life works sometimes. All right. Final question for you,
right.
Chris. This is a heavy hitter. Oh, man. Yeah. I think this one speaks to your psychology.
Oh boy.
Would you rather plane crash on a desert?
Okay.
Or shipwreck on a deserted island? This was obviously inspired by a particular movie that I recently was reminded of.
Shipwreck or a plane crash?
Mm-hmm.
Plane crash where again?
Oh, now there's no specific place.
Oh, well, okay.
But you have plane crashed.
Yeah.
On a deserted,
okay.
on a desert island. No, wait. Oh, you plane crash in a desert.
Okay.
A desert.
Yeah.
You shipwreck on a deserted island. Shipwreck, plane crash.
Shipwreck.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of ship do you think you're on?
I don't know. But
It kind of makes a big difference here.
First off, I have no issues being alone. I don't think that I do. I don't think that I do.
You would shipwreck and think, I didn't shipwreck. I landed.
I feel like I don't. I don't know that I could necessarily like do that alone show, but I'm just saying I don't feel as though I would have a problem necessarily being alone.
Okay.
And if you shipwreck, well, I guess is it like a cargo ship? Is it a boat? Is it a
Makes huge
Is it a big wooden ship?
Is it a cruise ship? You're not alone there. Thousands of people.
But you just said it was. Well, you did only say it was a deserted island. You didn't say. Either way, I would still pick shipwreck.
Really?
Yeah. I see. I guess you say shipwreck. I picture a ship like a pirate ship. It's made of wood. So now I have.
Yeah. No. Why would I ask? Why would the ship be a pirate ship?
I don't know. But you say ship. I think pirate ship.
What? I mean, there's other ships.
I know, but that's what I picture.
Yeah. Well, it's not that. Nobody crashes on those things.
And I think I could. What was that movie? Castaway.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably do that. Like I say, I don't feel like I have a problem being alone.
What if you're not alone? What if this was a cruise ship?
Well, I don't like people, so that's not true.
What if okay, yeah, let me change the question here.
Okay, go ahead.
Cruise ship on a deserted island.
Mm-hmm.
Deserted island.
Yeah.
Or a Boeing 747.
Yeah. So
filled
there's
with
going to
people.
be. Yeah. So there's
I
the
want
show.
to throw people in the mix here.
The show Lost.
Yes.
I started that. I did not care for it.
Oh.
But I also heard that because like watching it as it came out was better than watching it binge watching.
Okay.
Anyway, that's a sidebar. I would still pick ship.
Okay.
Because a plane crash, you're likely to have fewer. Now, is the ship crashing into the island? Or is it like the ship has sunk and you're swimming to the island?
There's a good chance that the ship will not even reach the island.
Okay.
Most islands, especially the ones in my head, are very shallow for a long time.
Yeah.
And then you have the island.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be out there. You're gonna be way out there.
Well, I think chances are I'd still take the ship, just because you're likely to have something more to be able to make it to the island. Whereas if a plane crashes, everything's broken apart.
Do you really think they're gonna put you on like some sort of lifeboat?
No.
Women and children first. That's the rule.
I think that there would just be more things on a ship that floats. And plus, you're not crashing into anything.
What are you grabbing that's going to float?
I don't know. I can't float, so I would sink. So nobody's grabbing onto me because I'd take them down with me.
Right. I mean, like a table?
Sure.
Everybody's grabbing life jackets. You didn't think of a life jacket. You are toting a table on the top.
Because I'm sinking with a life jacket.
No, you wouldn't sink with a life jacket.
I am a horrible floating person.
Can you swim?
I can tread water.
Well, that's big. I can't tread water.
You can't swim?
I can swim. I'm a great swimmer.
Then you can tread.
No, I can't.
What's the difference?
Treading water is when you're absolutely like you're not moving forward or backwards. You're just kind of like doggy paddling, and you're not going anywhere.
Maybe I can't tread water. I would die. Either way, I guess I'm dying.
Let's redefine what swim is. Yeah.
I mean, I can swim like a short distance, but
swimming
is rough.
Yeah, if you're out there, first of all, you have to consider currents.
Yeah.
Riptides, and then sharks. Somebody will be bleeding in that shipwreck.
True. I don't know. I think I'd still pick a ship.
That's very brave of you. Very brave of you.
The idea of falling from 30,000 feet is terrifying.
Then again, the airport could have been in the desert. Maybe there's a lot of ifs here. Maybe I really need to think through this question.
I don't know.
There's a lot of variables here. Well, I hope you learned something. Thank you for being with us on this episode. We look forward to being with you next time on the Route 1042 podcast. I'm Ryan. This is Chris. And we'll see you guys next time.